Very good morning to everybody, especially Bennett Teixeira, President of the Eurasian Association, patrons, trustees, management committee, members and friends of the EA, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning to all of you. It's such a delight to be here, to be with all of you, to celebrate the Eurasian Festival here in Tampines Hub. We have many ethnic groups in Singapore. The Eurasians are one of the smallest groups, but one which has made many contributions to Singapore. And I'm glad today you've all come together here at the Hub to celebrate and experience your culture, heritage, dance, we saw some just now, costumes, and of course, food. And most of all, enjoy one another's company. The famous warm Eurasian hospitality, the strong sense of family, the openness to other cultures. Eurasians, as you've heard from Bennett, have been in Southeast Asia for 500 years. Some of your ancestors came from Portugal, others from Holland or Britain, intermarried with locals and with other Eurasians, and formed little communities all over Southeast Asia. And over time, evolved your own distinct culture and characteristics and became a distinct community. Before the war, there were 8,000 Eurasians in Singapore, plus or minus. Now, the community has grown to nearly 17,000 Eurasians, doubled. I say, how about doubling again? Work hard. It's a distinctive community which has distinguished itself and made significant contributions to Singapore. Just to name a few of your people, Professor Maurice Baker, who was among our first generation of diplomats, and his son, Bernard Baker, is also a diplomat. Mr. E.W. Barker, our first law minister who drafted the separation agreement with Malaysia, and we've just launched a book about his life. Mr. Stanley Stewart and Mr. George Bogas, both heads of the civil service, and so happy today to see Mrs. Stewart here with us, Therese, and her daughter Olivia. Mrs. Stewart is 102 years old. Older than the Eurasian Association, and still going strong. Then there was Benjamin Chiez, an eminent ONG surgeon who became our second president, and Ambassador Barry Deska, our ambassador to Indonesia, who built up our trade relations as CEO of TDB, Trade Development Board, and he's here today. We had the first woman Supreme Court Justice was a Eurasian, Judith Prakash. Our King of Swing, Jeremy Montero, was a Eurasian. And of course, Joseph Schooling and his parents, Colin and May. Colin and May are here today. I'm very lucky. I have known and met every single one of these people, sometimes over 2 generations, father and son, or daughter. And there are many more who have distinguished themselves in Singapore. And I'm glad that today a new generation of Eurasians are doing well in many professions all over our society, establishing themselves, making a name for yourself. And I have no doubt you will make many more great contributions to Singapore in time to come. I think the Eurasian Association deserves a special mention. The last time I attended an EA event is too long ago, is 2006, when I went to the Eurasian Community House and launched the World War II exhibition. The EA has been very active, rallying your community to serve one another. You have education awards, scholarships, bursaries, and mentorship programs. Your family support services help many disadvantaged families with financial aid, food, counseling, and befriending. And I look forward to meeting some of your award winners and activists and beneficiaries later on. You are making also a special effort to preserve your traditions and your culture, not just for younger Eurasians, but for all Singaporeans. And this festival, organized by the EA, together with the PA, EA plus PA, I think is a good partnership and a good step forward. And I'm very happy that the EA is working with the National Heritage Board to upgrade the Heritage Center. So I hope that many more Eurasians, young ones especially, will be inspired to join the EA, to volunteer, and to give back to the community. By celebrating festivals like this one, we get to know one another better, we build pride in our community, and strengthen our harmonious multiracial society that we've built here. So I wish you all a very good time at the festival. Thank you very much indeed.